Hello. Let me first introduce myself. My name's Richard. We'll leave it at that. I reside in the state of Arizona right now. I worked in Michigan for General Motors for almost 30 years. So I'm a salary retiree, which I'm sure of many of you have heard that General Motors is selling out their pensions with buyouts and selling out the rest of them under the bus to Prudential Life Insurance Company. This is mainly addressed to the retirees, but I'm sure many of you might be interested in watching this video because it may affect you in the future. Don't think this is the end of the start of a bad situation. I worked for General Motors for all that time, and I've been a very loyal General Motors employee and retiree, even more so in my retirement. You know, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. If any of you worked for a company, you would probably buy the products, if you could, that they produce. I don't buy them just because of that. I've worked on GM vehicles for all my life, and I believe in them. I believe they're great cars and trucks for the most part. And there was periods when they had problems, but they're all worked out. Now they're some of the greatest vehicles in the world. Not only do I buy them, I'm a salesman in my retirement. I sell these vehicles to my family. I sell them to my friends. I can't tell you how many friends and family and children have bought vehicles because I've shamed them in or talked them into buying them to support their family. Support their father, if nothing else. And also at the same time telling them that they're buying a great vehicle, and so far they think they have. But guess what? If General Motors and the Obama administration is going to throw us under the bus, which they're doing. They're throwing us under the bus. They're selling out our pensions or giving us a chance for a one-time buyout. I don't want that buyout. I want my pension. Okay, so now my pension goes to Prudential Life Insurance Company. I just got doing a load of research finding out my pension is no longer guaranteed. I'll go into that later in this video. So therefore, if Prudential goes belly up, I go belly up with them. Well, I'll tell you what, if I go belly up, my loyalty to General Motors is gone down the tube. And I'll make sure my loyalty to General Motors, along with all my family and friends, and we'll get this going in the retiree situation across the board, 118,000. Believe me, they're all going to be as angry as I am. General Motors, you better think about the numbers that you could lose in revenue. Just think about the hundreds and thousands of sales that you could lose because of a stupid, idiotic move. I'll tell you what, I guarantee you, if you sell out my pension, I will never, and my family will never, and my friends will never buy another GM vehicle for the rest of their life. If I didn't already know the answer to this, it would truly make me wonder what GM management is thinking, but I've seen them make a lot of stupid moves in the past. So I guess I'm not really surprised, but I wonder if they've run the numbers. I wonder if Financial has run the numbers on how much they stand to lose in North American profits if they alienate all of their retirees. And you know what? The retirees isn't the end of it. I sell vehicles to my children, to my sisters, and to my friends. I'm a great salesman in my retirement. I wonder if they know that. I wonder if they realize how many people buy vehicles because of each retiree that is loyal and tries to sell vehicles to the people, because not only because they're protecting their retirement and you don't bite the hand that feeds you, but I truly believe in GM vehicles. They're great cars and trucks. But you know what? If they throw me under the bus, they're going under the bus with me. Because I will go to Ford because I believe in buying American products. I'll go to Ford. Hopefully Ford will get wise and they won't do this to their people. And maybe Ford will give me the same discount that GM does as they used to do if I become a Ford buyer. I will no longer have any loyalty to General Motors. Somebody throws me under the bus, they're going under there with me. Well, here I am back again after a couple hours of research on the telephone this morning. I verified everything that I found out about pension backing. I first called General Motors, Fidelity. They're very limited, or they're being told to be limited in the information they'll pass along to you. When you start asking the wrong questions, they don't know the answers. I called the ERISA, Pension Association by the government, staged in 1974, set up to protect people's pensions. They ran me around in circles. It's almost like Obama told them not to tell me what I wanted to know. It was amazing. I had to tell the guy that you're running me around in circles. Would you please stop? I'm asking you a specific question. He would not answer my question. So I asked him to tell me who could. He finally gave me a phone number of the PBGC, Pension Backing Guarantee from the government. So I called them. Well, I got a lot more information there. I verified my thoughts. That once General Motors sells us under the bus to Prudential, to a third-party annuity, that there's no longer any pension backing guarantee. Boy, isn't that wonderful for Obama and his cronies. He's just got 118,000 pension people off of his books. Wow, I wonder if it could possibly be that he's behind this. Yes. Anyway, enough of that. I went from there. I was referred to the State Guarantee Association of Arizona, where I currently live. Every state has their own association. If you're in Michigan, you go to the State Guarantee Association of Michigan. But it's all the same. If you don't have an individual annuity, you're just plain old, you know what, out of luck. That's it. You're done. So they're selling you under the bus, and the government is rubbing their hands together. Believe me, this isn't the end of it. All of us retirees need to get together and stop this before it's too late. I'm going to follow up with some more. Just a few more thoughts here. Just remember that there is great power in numbers. There's a lot of retirees out there, 118,000. Every one of those retirees has family and friends. And I'm sure, being a loyal General Motors retiree, most of you have stuck to purchasing GM vehicles. I know you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, and also I'm sure you all enjoy the GM vehicles. They're great vehicles, great cars and trucks. So keep it in mind, and I'll leave you with that final thought. Just think about it and see that you can have some control here. These numbers could be great numbers when you add up all of the trickle down from you yourself as a retiree to your family and friends. And I've also found along the way, when I've talked to people here recently, that there's many people that have sympathy for us. There's a lot of them that don't, but there's a lot of them that do. And they're current GM buyers, and they actually told me they will no longer buy GM from an unscrupulous company if they do this to us, which I really have to hand it to them. That's a really nice gesture. Well, here I am back again. I thought I was finished here, but I want to leave you with some last thoughts. There's going to be a lot of you out there that are partially jealous that you took jobs in your life that didn't have a pension. You might have made more money by doing it. You didn't save your money. You don't have a retirement. I took the opposite approach. I took a job that had a little more security promised to me. Well, enough about that. Anyway, what I want to tell all of you, that you have any pensions or anything coming in, you better watch it. I'll tell you what, this is going to set a precedent through the whole United States, and all the corporations that owe people pensions that were promised pensions. It's going to start it. It's going to make these companies like Prudential, these fat cats, so greedy they're going to buy up all these pensions. Guess what? They're not going to be able to support them all when the economy goes down. They're all going to go belly up, and the government lost all responsibility for it. So if you think this might not affect you, take a second thought. It's not just General Motors. It's a trend being set. Needs to be stopped now. I'm still collecting data. Very difficult to put a finger on exactly the dollar amount that we're talking about that GM could stand to lose from all of the retirees that no longer go out and sell for the company, no longer convince their family members and friends. I've got many friends besides my family members that aren't even on record with General Motors, because when I get a a purchase plan for my relatives. They know about it, but they don't know about all the other people that I've convinced that General Motors products are the way to go and to buy American. Well, if you put all these numbers together, I'm going to take a shot at it, and I'm working on it, but we're talking about profits, losses for General Motors in the billions of dollars. So I think they better think twice about what they're doing. It might hurt them more in the long run than it would to fund the pension plan and bring it back up to where it belongs. If you live in the Phoenix area, a retiree, and you've been invited to this meeting on the 19th, please show up. I'd love to meet you just firsthand, and I'm going to bring along a video recorder, and I'm going to do some interviews on the street. I'd really be excited to see all of you and to meet some new people, GM retirees in the area, that we can have a person-to-person talk and discuss what's going on here. Looking forward to seeing all of you at the meeting. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you later from Richard in Northern Arizona.